All characters and events in this pinball, even those based on real pinballs, are entirely fictional. All celebrity pinballs are impersonated poorly. The following pinball contains coarse language and is due to its content, it should not be played by anyone.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of PAPAtv Live. We're coming to you from the super secret bunker beneath South Park, Colorado. I'm Pete Hendricks. I'm joined on my right by Priyanka Kochar. How are you tonight?
I'm good.
And on my left, I have Kyle Brablowski. How are you, Kyle? I'm a little bit shy tonight, but hopefully you'll have some good input for our episode. Tonight we're doing some games that have football-based themes in them due to it being the Super Bowl week. And the first one of those is South Park. This is a stern game, and one of the modes in the game deals with football, and hopefully the players will get to that. And hopefully they'll show us some other wonderful parts of this game.
Hello there, children.
Now this game is not really deep, but it is a great earner.
First and foremost, Pete, let me just say this game does have a skill shot that you can control. Because if you hit the flippers, it changes the face.
Right.
So that's your skill shot. Let's see what we can do.
Now, some people will go for that skill shot. Others will just plunge it into the toilet to get closer to multi-ball.
Oh, wow. Oh,
Yeah.
there's a ball save on this.
Yeah.
I thought
That's
we were
good.
at Papa.
Well, this game hasn't been used in Pinburg for. We'll get to those
Why
reasons
not?
as we play.
I'm just saying. Oh, wow.
Let me just brick the shot.
Bonus.
You notice on the playfield there are two huge holes. You have one by Kenny in the upper right part of the playfield and one by Cartman in the bottom right of the playfield. And both of those, if controlled, can be shot repeatedly.
Who's Kenny, by the way? I don't know anything about South Park. I'm sorry.
Kenny is the poor kid who used to die every episode.
I was like going for ass monkeys.
You didn't get any.
Okay, so
What am I up to? 4 or 5? Oops.
I'll tally it.
All right, good.
so Evan has started the Cartman mode, and he needs to shoot the hole, the Cartman hole,
Not
3
that
times to finish it. He's trying to collect cheesy poops,
Wow.
and he's got it. There's a beautiful bank shot off the ass monkey target, and it usually will go in that hole. There it was.
Wow.
This game came out in 1999. There were 2,200 units.
Nope.
Technically, it's a Sega pinball machine.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
The concept was done by Joe Kamenkow, designed by Joe Balzer, art by Jason Dominic and Dave Link.
What are we doing here?
So
The humor is just, I can't get enough of this game.
apparently Evan really likes.
If you're a South Park fan, the theme is incorporated very well.
Well, there's a 12-year-old immature person inside of me, so.
Interesting.
All right, see ya.
How, are you a South Park fan?
Yes, I
Pete?
am.
So then you can explain, like, well,
Yeah, each of the 4 kids, Kyle, Stan, Cartman, and Kenny, have a shot, along with Chef, the great Isaac Hayes.
oh, and oh wow, how do you start a mode on this? Like, if you just walked up and you didn't know anything about this game, Chris.
It's basically like Medieval Madness. You want to shoot a shot enough times. Like, you can see in front of each of the characters, there's arrows.
Okay.
So he needs to shoot each character that many times.
Get up. Oh.
Right now, that's the hardest one of the bunch, the Stan. If you get Stan 4 times, you'll start a 2-ball multi-ball. Boom.
Oh wow.
The issue is similar to. I can't think of the game, but games where if you, like the drop targets on Metallica, if you don't finish them, you lose that progress. This is similar to that. If you don't finish the mode or start the mode, you go back to the beginning. You have to start the mode in one ball.
So when I'm looking at this playfield, I haven't seen a South Park in a really long time. I know locally there was one at the bar that looked like nobody ever cleaned the playfield, so you could like barely make out Chef's apron and hat and whatnot. But it kind of feels or looks like Simpsons, like an easier Simpsons in a way, like Simpsons Pinball Party.
Oh, it's a lot easier.
Like a simplified
Yes.
Simpsons maybe, because you know it still has like the I don't know, this big hole.
Yeah. Because of theme and simplicity, this game was on route a lot. Apparently, it made lots of money
There we
just
go.
because people loved South Park. I know when I moved to Washington, there were 6 pinball games in the area,
Wow.
and 4 of them were South Park.
Oh yeah.
So either
So it's
some
like a money maker for like an operator.
yes. I mean, well, even like the release of Stranger Things for Stern, it's going to make good money based off a theme. There's been some questions about how good of a game it is, but sometimes you need to just make things simple and target a particular audience.
So if I just noticed that the flippers say South Park on them. How much would those run me if I wanted to buy those?
I think they're just standard Sega flippers, just with stickers on them.
Okay.
Now, one thing we haven't talked about yet is the multi-ball. To get the multi-ball, you need to shoot Mr. Hanky a whole bunch of times.
Is that this guy?
That's him. The piece of poop on the playfield.
Oh,
The Christmas poo. Well, yeah, shoot the toilet, which increases the inserts on him. So right now, Pia is one shot away from having her multi-ball ready. But she's one away from starting Chef. Okay, so she's 3 more away from multi-ball. The lights are a little bit different, but here's the football mode in the game.
Oh.
The Chef is the coach of the South Park Cows, which all the boys are part of.
Oh, he looks so happy.
The mode, you want to shoot each character to build the team. So she has the coach. Now she has the quarterback.
Nice.
Let's see if she can get the other 3.
Nice job.
Now, finishing modes is important because if you finish a mode, that shot becomes a jackpot during multi-ball.
Yeah.
So now she got the hard one, Stan, through the pop bumpers, but she's got a lot of time. And
Whoa,
perfect.
There it is. Team complete.
Those balls don't measure up to my salted chocolate ball.
Oh, the quotes in this game are amazing. Now, if you did have this game on route and you wanted to turn down the language, there is settings for it. There is a G setting, a TB14 setting, and a TBMA setting. I imagine ours is on TB14.
Oh, nope, sorry. Whoops.
Nice ball. So Turn25 in the chat said, we had a beer goggle competition on South Park this weekend. What are beer goggles?
Probably you put on something that messes up your vision.
Yeah, it makes it appear as if you were drunk.
So
Oh, man.
I normally play
worse than
pinball
when I
without
play-
needing
yeah.
beer goggles. I just drink enough to have it naturally.
Come on, Mystery. Give you $5 million.
You just had a sweet Mr. Wad.
Now, because we're on ball 3, the mystery's lit for all the players. 2 light mystery, you need to collect all the minor character stand-ups. Those are the 5 skill shot ones. And then there's 3 to the right side, right above the carton
Oh,
hole.
not good. All right, let's see if we can get this stand. Get in there.
Is that a stand?
Yep.
Does it have to go in the saucer
Yes.
to be
It has to.
scanned?
Yep, it has to make it all the way up to the count.
Great. Come on, come to my flipper. Okay, that one works too.
Ooh.
That's not
And
good.
that's one of the.
Oh, put that tilt bob back in there.
It's there. You got warnings.
Let me just break this shot and then we'll call it a day, shall we?
We'll stop breaking it.
For some reason, I thought there would be a switch back there. But
There is
no.
a switch, but it has to go in the scoop. So as soon as you hit it, it actually awards you big gay owl, but you're not getting all the way to the scoop, so it doesn't count as a stand. Like right there, there's the switch. Get in there. Oh, it was so close.
I mean, any momentum
okay,
lost.
there we
That
go.
one's
That
good.
looks solid.
All right, one more to go.
No, don't. Don't do this to me.
Nice tip over. Nice
I
brick.
got to bail out of this one. Get in there. Thank you.
There we go.
Whoa, that was fast.
There is a
That
lot
was
of
really
bailouts on this game.
Which is good because you kind of need them.
Now he's got to be careful here because if he puts it in Cartman, he will start the
It
Cartman
locks me
mode,
out.
and you can only do one mode at a time.
So if I hit the 5-bum monkey, it might go in there.
Yeah, so don't miss this shot. And we got it.
Dan.
So
Now,
this is
you
a
just said
two-ball
more
multi-ball where you're trying to kiss Wendy 3 times. You do that by shooting the left loop or hitting enough pop bumpers. And if you have a weak stomach for kisses, you don't want to watch the display right now.
Too many kisses.
3, 2, 1.
Oh. Oh, no.
Stan.
This music is pretty exhilarating.
Oh, I didn't give me credit for that. That was really cool. That's probably gone. Okay. Oh, get back.
But yeah, just if you get good control here, you can split them and just keep, because the pop bumpers will help you here, so you don't have to make
Get
the
in there.
full shot.
Oh, that was bad.
That was bad. Barfing's gross.
Is gross.
Just gave you sweet love in 5 minutes.
Oh, come on. You keep feeding the pops, ball. All right.
Come on, we gotta save the
We got to
children.
save the children.
Now, another boring strategy players can do is just keep hitting the toilet over and over again, because after multi-ball's lit, each toilet shot builds up the jackpot. So you can build up the jackpot to as big as you want before starting it. Oh,
Oh, you killed him.
Uh-oh. Rats.
Oh my god, this killed Kenny! You bastard!
What a game.
He just falls over like that?
yeah. Yeah, he headbutts the ball into the scoop there.
You should get multi-ball now.
That's what I'm going for.
So because he could,
Oh, thanks, Priyanka.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Hooray.
hooray!
All right.
Well, you've got a lot to do, Evan.
That's all right. I'm just having fun.
That's good.
You know, this is one game that could really utilize the color DMDs well.
I know. That's what we were just talking. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's the end of that.
Did they release a color DMD for South Park?
No, not yet.
Do you
but-
think they ever will?
Ready, Ike?
No.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll take your silence as a no.
I mean, there's so many other games that people are looking for the color DMD treatment on that are much more popular than this, but yeah, might get to it someday. All right, so now Tia has her multi-ball lit. She needs to shoot the cow ramp. Das Bacon says there is a color DMD for South Park already, so just nobody in Western Pennsylvania has bought one yet. I'm not sure why they haven't put one in yet.
You do get a drain bonus, which is interesting.
Yeah, a lot of games have an outlane bonus at the end on ball 3, and this is an example of that. Before we move on to our next game, we're going to hear a word about Comet Pinball.
Comet Pinball has the largest selection of lighting products for your pinball machines. LEDs can brighten up your game while reducing heat and power consumption. Whether you're a collector, operator, restorer, or mod maker, you'll find low prices, fast shipping, and great service with Comet Pinball. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Thank you, Comet Pinball, for sponsoring. Now let's see what they're going to do different this time. What are you going to try for this time, Chris?
I'm going to do the typical tournament strategy of light your multi-ball and then kill Kenny, and then start your multi-ball, and then Kenny is your double jackpot.
All right.
What the hell are you staring
Oh my gosh. I don't like that. That scared me.
Hey, it's Mr. Hanky.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, let's just... Okay.
But yeah, while he's going to focus on Kenny, like every character that you finish becomes a jackpot, and
Get in there. Good job.
it makes scoring points a lot easier. Kenny's just the easiest to finish.
Very easy. And he's very safe, too. Like, you see me just doing an on-the-fly backhand. It rattles enough coming out of that scoop that it slows it down, and it's just a nice, easy backhand. And the shot's so wide.
But this is why you will never see this game in a tournament.
Yes.
Players could do that
Oh,
all
that was terrible.
day.
Doing here.
Wow.
That was remarkable.
What's up with this tilt, y'all? I can't even make this shot from a
Producer
cradle.
Like I
Jake?
said, this game has not been in Pinburg ever.
Producer Jake needs to inspect that
There we
tilt
go.
bob.
Inspector Jake.
All right, so
Okay, that's
we got
step one done.
a meteor falling on Kenny this time.
Kenny,
Oh my god, this killed Kenny. You bastard.
In the PG version, Kyle says rats, and it's
Rats.
just, it's not as exciting.
I thought he said crap.
Oh,
boy.
rats. Now I get it. I feel so slow today when it comes to South Park. Oh, there it is.
There he is. Let's
Multi-ball
go.
is
Let's go.
ready.
It's time.
You want to get it in that? Oh, now you can't. 'cause
Oh, that's
it's
okay.
closed.
I didn't start the
Well,
mode.
when he hits the ramp, it will it'll open up. There it goes, and right
Oh.
in.
And so while I'm in this, you need to light your super jackpot by hitting the toilet. But because I completed a character and that's Kenny, I can just hit Kenny. So that's all I'm gonna do
So his
if I can.
Kenny is a double jackpot, and Mr. Hanky is a single jackpot. 5 more shots will light, or 5 more jackpots will light the super jackpot, which is the cow ramp. And if he hits the super jackpot, the value of the jackpots is increased.
So that's a 4-ball multi-ball?
This will be interesting.
Yeah, it might be a 5. I mean, it's
That's a lot of
yeah.
double jackpot.
At least that's what we think Kenny says. It's hard to understand him sometimes.
Yeah, I really have a hard time. Toilet jackpot is ready.
So, Kyle, when this game was being made, did they come to you for any input? Still silent, huh? Well,
Still silent.
maybe you'll talk later.
All right, so now we should be ready for the super, and this is timed.
So having 3 balls on 1 flipper ought to be entertaining.
It's not something you want.
Rejected.
Yeah, it's a tough ramp to shoot from a trap.
Yeah.
Rejected. Verbally
All
correct.
right, so now that he didn't get the super, he's back to the same point where jackpots are 1 and 2 million, and if he needs enough of them to relight the super.
This is where we wanted to be, just like this.
All right, here we go.
Get up.
It's up.
Rejected. Sorry. You got it. You got it, Chris.
Plenty of time here.
Uh-oh, we're losing them. Get down here. Get down here.
Come down to the end lane. One timer. It's up.
Oh!
It's
Oh, no. How many times?
Oh.
So there's no restart, is there?
no.
If you don't get any...
It's
don't
almost
get any,
impossible
it's
not
like-
to get any because when it plunges the balls out, it normally hits the toilet. So you usually get at least one just by the balls going into play. So actually, I don't know if there's
There
a
we
restart
go.
or not, just for that
That's some
reason.
chef action. And I think it's my extra ball is not lit. That would be cool.
Okay, as we saw with Tia, the objects to shoot each of the characters one time to finish chef.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And if Chris finishes Chef here, he'll have both Chef and Kenny lit for jackpots if he gets back to multi-ball.
Oh, yeah.
So because this is a Sega game, do you know what code there's in it? Or has there ever been
Oh, no.
any updates?
I don't think there has been any updates. Let's.
Oh, that was a fast one.
Whoa.
I think the tilt bob fell off.
If there have been, I don't see anything listed.
Oh, yeah.
There's nothing past 1.03 on
Give me that Kyle
IPDB
ramp.
software for this game. Neil
It's just
Falconer,
interesting.
Oren Day, and Lonnie Ropp. So some talent there.
I've also, because I heard the news that there's going to be a new No Good Gophers code update, right?
Well, it's not really an update. It's more like a
It's
revision.
a brand new code.
It's
its own
completely
thing almost.
changing how the game plays, sort of like Cactus Canyon Remake was.
Okay.
So it'll be interesting to see how it plays.
There.
Well, if you didn't hear it, you heard it now.
Now,
Oh, look at that. I snuck it.
he cheated the ramp there because he hit the switch, and then the next switch that he hit was the left in lane, so it counted it. You got credit
Cheated
for
that
a
one.
ramp there, too.
Interesting.
All right, here we go. Oh, that was terrible.
No momentum.
Get up there. Oh, boy.
Life's not fair.
Get
That
up there,
one's
baby.
good.
Yeah.
One more to go. Thank you to Magro for following us now.
Yeah, thanks. Oh, what is wrong with him?
You have to revive him.
He's sick.
Is he dying?
Yes, he is. He needs Chef's chocolate salty balls to come back to
There's
life, or Christmas will be ruined.
Oh, wow. Can I ask you a South Park question, Petey?
Sure.
Why
Dude,
do all the
sweet.
Canadians look like that?
With the Canadians with the split heads?
Yeah, why do they look like
That's
that?
part of the joke from Trey and Matt.
Come on, dumbass, you can do it.
Come on, dumbass, you can do it. I think I can get away with quoting the game because that was what he said.
We did have a warning.
Yeah.
We gave a warning. That's true. All right, I got 3. I got 2 completed.
Now, there is a mini wizard mode if you start all the characters. Let's see if Chris can get to that. He needs 2 more Cartmans and all the stands.
All the stands.
Now, he doesn't have to get them in one ball.
Okay, there's that.
He just has to start a character within a ball.
Okay. So now I got this.
That fell in and gave him credit
Just
for
gave you
2.
credit,
so
yeah.
thank you, Cartman.
Do people time out modes on this, or is it not worth it?
They might, because multi-ball can be very, very lucrative. But the modes are so fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Pride Pinball, for following.
Yeah, if you have this shot down, I mean, this one's one of the easier ones. And I mean, almost throwing anything to the right will go in. Like I said,
that.
almost. But, oh, now that should have went in. That was good. 2, 1, 0. Now, because
Oh
he
my-
hit the targets. Oh, that wasn't right. Oh, he keeps adding time though.
You're adding a lot of value.
Get that anal value.
I didn't want to say that.
There it is.
It's in.
No!
No good.
Oh, wow.
There is no
Denied.
grace time.
So you can see, I mean, I can tell his eyes are blinking. I'm not sure how easy it is to tell on the thing, but he's blinking, he's blinking. He's completed, he's complete. Now I just need Stan. Oh. We meet again, left orbit. All right, 1. This kicks ass.
Brian in the chat, thank you again for moderating our chat tonight with the
Don't,
life lesson that 0 means too late.
You're a hero, Brian.
Brian's the man. Kenny has to bail out. Alrighty, let's see if we can pop this over.
So there's a mini wizard mode. Is there an actual wizard mode?
There is, if you finish every character. I can't say I've ever been to that one.
Neither have I.
I've been to the mini.
So I'm just going to say now, this must be a long playing game.
Oh, you can be.
Oh, it can be brutal.
kind of always reminded me of like Family Guy and Shrek.
2 more.
How it had that like vibe where like it was funny. Like I always thought like maybe they would have made like this, did the same thing they did to Family Guy, like make another.
That was a bad flip. Okay.
Like another game based off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder like what was out at that time that would have worked.
Oh no.
1 to go. Come on, Chris.
Oh no.
Not that one.
Oh no. We're doing it. No.
Bail out. All right, that's
All
good.
right, okay.
Trap it up right here. Take your time. Okay, that should have been good. He got robbed. Let's regroup. Cartman doesn't believe you can do it. Wendy does.
Stan.
All right, so when he finishes this,
3 kisses to win.
He'll
3
have
kisses.
spooky vision lit.
3 kisses.
That's 1.
2 kisses.
Oh man, that went to the in lane. I'm an idiot. Get up there. That was easy.
1 kiss.
Or 19 pop bumpers.
Or
14.
pops. That looks good.
Is that it?
That's it.
Sick.
Now this
You
will-
won.
Now it's just adding more points.
Oh, that's gonna leave. Thank you.
All right.
So these are essentially victory laps.
Essentially, yeah.
Oh. Oh no.
But for the sake of time and you don't need this ball. Let it go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get to the wizard mode. We've seen enough kissing and puking.
Dude,
All right,
rocket.
now
So
you
spooky
see it right
vision
up at
is
Chef.
lit.
Spooky vision is lit.
Oh man. All right.
Spooky.
And here we go. Mini wizard mode.
Complete all shots for bigger jackpots.
This is based off of the Pink Eye episode, I believe.
You are our South Park genius or expert.
I might have more up on him. I don't know. Get up
So
there.
each character is lit for
Sensor.
4 jackpots and 3 million. I mean, it's not a really exciting wizard mode, but
Just kind of seems like a frenzy.
yeah, pretty much.
In a sense.
So he could do the same thing, trap up and just keep shooting
1 more for
Kenny.
jackpot.
All right. So now he's increased his jackpots to 5 million.
Is everything a jackpot right now?
All the main characters, yeah.
Dude, sweet.
Okay, so yeah, everything right now is 5 million, and you need to hit each character to increase the value of the jackpot. So there, you have 1 more jackpot. I'm assuming it's Stan that you haven't got yet.
You're probably correct.
1 more jackpot.
And if you get Stan, I imagine the value will go
I
up to
think it is
7
Stan,
million.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nice.
There it is.
Jackpot
Yep.
raised.
Now they're all 7 million.
Oh, look at these points. I guess it just raises 2 per, huh?
You got it.
All right. So who do I need? I need Kyle and Cartman. Alrighty. That was sweet.
130,
Wow,
133
look at
million right there.
And he is still on ball 1.
Cool. Cool. Not cool. Not good. Camel poo.
Wow.
All right, now there's what's left for the other players to do.
So you're player 2, and you walk up, and player 1 just pretty much beat the game. What do?
You
hope-
beat the game harder.
No.
You
hope
concede?
for a major malfunction.
We've got to do something, children.
Wow. We have a lot of people in the chat chatting
Oh my
it up.
gosh, that was so amazing.
Can you help me read some of them, PD?
I don't even want to play.
We got to scroll up.
I just want to watch Chris play.
I just gave you sweet loving 5 minutes ago. You trying to kill me?
All right, so the chat is tired of seeing this game, and we want to please our chat. So you have to do something that we haven't seen.
What's left?
I have no idea. I really don't think there is anything.
Pretty
so.
much showed everything.
Yeah.
Should we do
I
one-handed
mean, I got
again?
10-ass monkey.
I think it's one-handed now.
Okay. Lord Howard Hurt says, as a Coloradian, is that how you say it right? I don't know. I can confirm there's a South Park, Colorado. It pretty much is an unincorporated empty field.
Oh, yeah.
Trey Parker is from Conifer, Colorado, home of the Blizzard Mountain Pinball. Hashtag blatant plug. Hi, Blizzard
So
Mountain Pinball.
when the players go out for nationals this year, maybe they can stop into South Park, Colorado, and see it in all its splendor.
That big old field.
Respect my authority. Hey, it's Mr. Hanky. Oh no, super butt puppet.
PPL Bob pointing out that another option of instead of hoping for a malfunction is just to pray. That doesn't normally work for me, but
Come on, we gotta save the children.
I mean the toys in this game, I mean, are good. You can see the bobbleheads of Kyle and Cartman and Stan, and Kenny's got the really big toy.
I just wanted to point out things. Nice.
This game was made, 99, I said? So there's been another 20 years of episodes. They could, imagine if they did a South Park remake with the new technologies and the screens. It could be very interesting.
Or you can get that PinballMIX to add some music to this. Make it real fun. Oh.
Come on, quit draining those balls so I'm not gay.
Oh.
All right, Chris going one-handed here.
Something for next time.
Now, if you finish a character, it takes one more hit to start that character again. But like when I played this game on route, the chef shot was really easy. So I would just do that the whole game. Chef, 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 chef. Start chef, hit Cartman, Kenny, and chef, and then just keep repeating that. I never finished the mode because I didn't go for the too risky ones, but 5, 6, 7 million, and then
Oh, come on.
going over and over again.
I was going to say it's pretty funny if you can get the ramp
I
one-handed.
was thinking of
but you
that,
couldn't
like,
get
oh.
it before with you had two hands.
Yeah, but now my bailout of chef is gone.
There
But
it
you're
is.
hitting this ramp better than you have ever.
Well, now I got it dialed, guys. Come on.
What? You needed to finish Kyle?
Kyle and Cartman.
All right. Go ahead. Go two hands and get Kyle.
Yeah, do it.
Oh. If I get Kyle on this ball, then we're going to
You're
play
only,
two.
yeah, you're only one away, so, I mean,
Ah.
because I'm sure you
Now
can
I
finish
won't hit.
Cartman, so. Maybe we haven't seen the wizard mode,
I've never seen it.
so let's go ahead and make it happen.
Wow.
Yeah, that counted.
I was going to say, I can cheat this one until... No, that's not how you do that.
No, if you don't save him this time, it's back to one hand. Maybe 0 hands.
No. He's dying.
There.
That's one.
3 more to revive him.
No. That's not good. That means he's timing out.
No.
Now that's interesting that the right in lane counts for the switch. All right, you failed.
That was crazy how you shats
I
both
mean,
lanes.
if I can chat that, I'm pretty
Oh
sure
my
it'll give me
God.
credit for it for some reason, because it did it before.
Yeah, all right.
You
Play the
shafts it without
play the rest
calling
of
your
this ball
shot.
with integrity.
Integrity. Where's your integrity, Petey?
But woman, you just had a sweet mystery.
Other mystery awards that you can get are increase a bonus X, and that's the only way that you can do
Singular
that.
song.
There's also a frenzy mode with Mr. Mackey,
Which
Okay.
I love.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen that yet.
That's a mystery award, so it's just a matter of getting it to come up.
Oh.
That's not what I wanted.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just drain and we'll call it a day?
Cows.
Yeah, let it go.
Go cows. So
I want us to play some other awesome games.
I mean,
so-
we got pro football coming up next, and the language in that is amazing. So,
I do have one question for the chat. How many pinball machines have toilets in them? And what are they?
Austin Powers.
Don't kiss the baby.
It was for the chat, Evan.
Oh, well, I didn't hear that part.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Man.
we actually talked about at Fight Club this week doing a. Why didn't you guys do a toilet episode?
I'm
And
gonna
well,
take
all
one
three
for the
games
team
would
here.
take forever.
don't
I
wanna
just gave
see
you the
any more of
number.
this game.
Whoops. Man, I ruined the spoiler.
Ruined it. You ruined the spoiler.
But I didn't
Dang
tell you
it.
what the three games are.
Well, there's more than one game, so there you go.
I said 3. And we know one is South Park.
I was
And I get-
hoping Austin Powers would have been the tricky one, because I think everybody knows the other one.
I have a guess of Lethal Weapon. Does Lethal Weapon have
Lethal Weapon is.
Well, I guess technically it does have
I
a
had to
toilet.
play, last league finals, I had to play Lethal Weapon, and it did play like a toilet. It was pretty rough.
All right, so we're plunging off, or what's happening here? All right, so while they finish plunging off, we'll see if that score got Chris a high score, and then we'll get ready and move on to some pro football.
Who's ready for some football?
Ready, Ike?
I think the the high scores, the standard high scores on this game, they start at 500, but this is one of those games that has 10 positions.
Training those balls so
So we'll see if Chris's score gets there. 369. The good news is Tia has beaten Evan, so
Kick the baby. Behold, Mr. Hanky.
So to answer that Lethal Weapon comment, Darkwing602 said, "I'll never forget it because I bought Lethal Weapon 3 from a guy who actually glued a plastic toilet onto the game."
mods are great.
Can't help it.
I once saw a high speed that someone glued a helicopter to the top of the back box.
Nice.
And as you played it, the helicopter shook.
Oh, yeah.
She was going to start multi-ball. She kept fooling around. Nope, not good enough. All right, and that was South Park. Now we're going to take a moment and go to an ad from Pinstadium.
Well, Pinstadium has some pretty good lights.
We're going to improvise on this one.
They have lights for your games that are fun and magnetic and go along the sides. Have you seen a Pinstadium light that you like?
Yeah, Pinstadium has brought lights out for all of the final games at Pinburg. So if you want to see how they work, you can check back on the video feeds of that, and we thank them for that. They look remarkable. They're easy to install, and they brighten up dark games. So
It's pretty fancy technology, I'll have to say, that whoever came up with it is maybe a genius, because it does light up some classic games that I never thought would ever, without really getting in there too much, bringing it back to life.
right. And speaking of Pinburg and Replay FX, July 9th through the 12th, 2020, Tickets go on sale February 22nd at noon. So be at your computer and ready to hit your F5 button. I know we scheduled a women's tournament for that day, and we even put in that we will stop all playing so that you can get ready to get your tickets, and then we'll get back into the tournament.
That is pretty
So you can
nice.
celebrate with your friends getting into the field. If you don't want to wait till February 22nd and want to try to win your way into Pinburg, there are satellite events that are going on. 2 of them already happened last weekend. Adam Kane was the winner of the Jack Bar event held
Nice.
on
Congratulations.
the 25th, and Jason Wardrick won the Logan event on the 26th. So there's going to be at least one high-level player in the field, and him.
Okay.
I guess
so-
Adam's a high-level player too. I mean, he won a Jack Bar event.
Nice. And then on February 1st, it looks like there's a couple satellite tournaments at Riverside Game Lab, Quarter Roll Arcade, February 8th, Starfighters Arcade. There's one at Portal Pinball, Kickback Cafe on the 15th of February, and on the 16th, the one at the Sanctum.
If you're interested in those events, check their Facebook pages. I'm sure they have lots of information. I know Logan had information on theirs, and Greg Pavarelli put out stuff about the Jack Bar one. I know Brian Bowers Brian Broyles, that's it, put out stuff about the Atlanta one. Too many Brians in pinball.
It's a lot of bees.
Now we get a game that was featured heavily in the finals of Pinburg and Pro Football. No idea.
So this is a single-player game. Let's describe some of the cool features on this beautiful Pro Football.
Flipper's really hard, but from the lower is what you want. So as you can see, it's kind of stuck against the wall here. He just gave it a slap. Oh, look at that.
You made Tia giggle.
Look at that.
So Elwinish.
So yeah, there are
Oh, snap.
4 flippers.
Oh, boy.
1, 2, 3, 4. There is a spinner in the middle of the, I guess, football field.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then we have 2 Vera targets right here. And then what's up on toward the top?
Oh, boy.
Anything good?
2 pop bumpers that will light up for 1,000 occasionally, and
Oh, no.
a whole bunch of rollovers that'll get
Oh,
you
yeah.
points and yards.
And then a referee right there.
Get up there.
I'm not sure what
Outside
signal that is
rollover.
from the referee.
It's
think he's saying that ball was drained and you're not getting it back.
I think he's king of the world.
It wasn't good. I'll try it again. Oh, no. Oh, that's on the flipper. We can't do that.
So is this American rules football? Is that what it is?
Yes.
I don't. That's as much as I know about football. This might be the best.
Oh, no.
The best day for me.
Oh, no.
Well, we still got Party Zone coming up too, so you can.
Party zone, yeah. I think that's my sweet spot. There's a dancing robot. Very excited.
Yeah, there were during the Pinburg finals. There were some remarkable games on this. Jim
Mine was not one of them.
Jim Belcito
That's what
and
you want right there.
Andrew Rosa played a great tiebreaker to get into the finals on this.
Oh, that was awesome.
And then in the finals, Keith put up 90,000, and Daniele ran him down and rolled it.
Get up there. Yeah.
Chris and Andrew didn't quite have that luck on that game, but
So I've just noticed that the football on the field is the bonus, and I feel like that's really obvious now that I'm looking at it. But I guess you're going from pros all the way up to all-stars, right?
I think.
yeah, well,
I mean, it's
like-
the pros versus the all-stars.
put
Clearly,
$1 in
I'm
the
neither
box.
a pro nor an all-star. But I do have 41,000 points. I already beat my Pinburger score, so go me. Sometimes you get a nice...
What?
Yeah, if it doesn't,
Everyone can breathe now. It's okay.
if it doesn't touch anything, it won't count it. The frustrating one is the one that'll go halfway up, or hit something worth 10 points and then drain. That one doesn't count.
Like that.
But isn't this a Gottlieb? Shouldn't that just go? Like, shouldn't you lose the ball?
It's smart enough to know because of that plunge. It thinks that maybe it didn't get
Oh,
past the
come on.
flippers or something. And
Are you sure? I thought Gottliebs were like notorious for scoring 0.
well, this one was a little bit smarter for its time. This game came out in January of 1973.
winner
There were
there.
4,500 units. The neat thing about this is, as you can see, it has a 5-digit score, and it also counts football points.
What
So-
are football points?
Like a
Are they just
touchdown.
called
Football
points?
points.
Yeah, like a touchdown is 6 points. So if he gets it down the out lane, it'll add 6 to that
Get up
point
there.
score.
All right.
And something else you can compete on instead of going for regular points. It can.
So you can go for
Yeah.
like hoops
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
hoops.
your-
That's a good one.
for your mad hoops.
But the only thing is with hoops, though, those baskets do count towards your final score. Unlike this, where it's just score.
There is a 2-player version of this game, Gottlieb's 1977 Gridiron. It has
Ooh.
different artwork. Amazing they released a 2-person version of this game 4
Oh, that's
years
bad.
after the 1-player.
So the flipper configuration is interesting. It never had guides underneath it. It's always been like 2 flippers kind of on top of each other.
Yeah.
So it leads you to potentially do the dreaded scissor.
Touchdown. All right.
All right. So Chris, 77. Is that 390 or 890?
77890.
890.
He has 63 points. 63 football points.
Yeah, that's what we care about. Chris with 9 touchdowns, and his kicker was really accurate today. A ton of extra points. And we're going to let him slide into the booth to talk for a little bit, and I'll go over and try to beat that.
Get it, Petey. Hi, Tia.
Hi.
You ready for some pro football?
Yeah, I played this a couple times when I got here, and I didn't. Nothing. Just nothing. So I'll go for a little better.
I hope you're going to get some mad goals, touchdowns, points, football points. Hi,
Oh,
Chris.
Hello. Got to get those football points. Not to be confused with pinball points.
Yeah, those are 2 different things, football points and pinball points. That's why we need 2 different score reels. Oh,
All right, boy.
so the outlanes are lit for a touchdown.
Yeah, and which is, it's like, oh, it's okay if you drain out the out lanes.
So
but
drain-
at the same time,
Drain anywhere but the center. Or, as you can see, Tia let the flippers stay down, and it just rolled
it
gently
rolled right up.
down into the touchdown.
That ball was like, he's at the 30, he's at the 20, the 10, the 5, out lane.
Actually,
Oh.
wow. I didn't even notice how tiny these slings are. They're not even slings.
They're just rubbers chilling.
Little baby triangles.
You can get some good action off of them if you nudge.
Nice.
Oh, this is dangerous.
Oh,
Oh,
A little harder.
I think if she had let that go before she did the first flip that put it back up, she would have been safe because it looked like it bounced up and just missed right below the right pop bumper.
that pig skin.
That pig skin.
It
Like
went
this?
right down the middle.
Now you got to play it. What do you? Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Evan's making me nervous.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like,
yeah, Tia's good at that where it's
Oh.
like you think she's in trouble,
she's not in trouble.
and then she just does like these flips, the ball comes right back up again.
You're so close to the All-Stars.
Get the All-Stars. There you go.
Ooh.
Ooh. It's hard from that upper flipper. Oh, that was a good attempt.
Was that the rollover?
That was the rollover, yes. The rollover.
Oh, and it happened. The same one, right?
Yes. That was the same
There.
one that I got scissored on. And her final score is, what is it, 19 points and 22,280.
That's not going to win too many
You gotta write down.
games.
22280.
It wasn't quite Cincinnati Bengals, but that's somewhere around Miami Dolphins this season.
Is that correct, Pete? Read the scores for me.
22280 and 19.
And 19.
All right.
So
So-
far, I'm winning the Super Bowl.
This game probably lends to Petey's style. It's definitely not a control game. Not for me. I don't think for anyone.
Actually,
it's
more so,
hard.
it is. I think it is more of a control game, but you got to be patient and flip at the right points.
Yes.
Like you're not going to trap up much unless you're Keith.
Yeah, why would you?
It's all about making your shots count. All he really wanted was up the middle. So he made sure that he got the ball in the flipper that he was comfortable with, and he got it where it went to the lower flipper, and he flipped it up, and he was able to just drill on that spinner, just like that.
But it seems pretty, difficult to shoot from like the lower flippers if you're going too low. There doesn't seem that there's like that much momentum to get the ball all the way up.
Yes, there's not that much momentum. They're not the strongest, but as we've been able to see some players do, you can get it up there.
Oh, that was nice.
That was
really
excellent. That was a 5,000 point plus up and up and
Bad.
over.
Bad player.
And that's what I'm worried about. That's
Should we
so hard to
start
not
subtracting points, football points from scissors?
do. We shouldn't start because I think everyone except for Tia has done it so far.
Tia did.
Yeah.
Did
3
you?
games, and everyone's done it once.
All right. Well, if you want to, that wasn't in the rule book before I started. But
You
if
get
want,
one.
If you want
If
to
you-
change the rules,
You get one.
Good.
Everybody gets
if you,
one.
If you scissor yourself twice, you just have to leave the game.
Oh, no. Put $1 up.
Intentionally
So-
scissoring is quite
Yeah,
difficult.
Tia had said off the mic we should play the game where you're intentionally trying to scissor it, which is harder than you'd think.
Yeah.
It's like, because then you're thinking like, oh, I have to put this over here. I have to hit this ball over here. And then it just doesn't do it.
Now, if I remember right, wasn't Andrew hitting the very target in that tiebreaker game real easily?
Yes.
I can't find it.
The-
I got one that was just...
He was basically using the Veritargets as a shot bailout. So if the ball was coming down too fast, he would flip it into the Veritarget, it would
And
catch it, and then just
Tilt
gently roll out.
ends game.
But if you-
Always read your...
But yeah, if you're not
Notes on the
tilting
back
on
glass.
ball 5, you've done something wrong.
Unless it's going towards the out lane, Pete. That's why I let
Oh, yeah,
mine
that
do
one
its thing.
wasn't.
All right,
so
can
I
you
got
call off your
40,000
score?
and 40 and 32 points.
40,040 and 32. All right, it's good enough for second
Someone's
place.
gotta get Chris.
Someone's got to take me down. Will it be?
Will it be?
Now, Evan's a cheater. It won't happen.
Rookie book, he'll probably tilt ends game.
You
knowing
should just
that
do
guy.
Veritargets
Rookie and rookie.
all
Come on, buddy.
day. Do Veritargets all day.
All day,
All day.
all night.
Almost a touchdown.
That was, yeah, he was getting there.
So, how many points do you get for a touchdown?
I believe you get 5,000 points for every touchdown scored.
So, if you only needed
that was
like
savable.
what 4,000 points to win, would you ever try to purposely shoot the touchdown?
Yes. I would purposefully let it go to the out lane if it's lit, because that would give me 5,000 points. Oh, that was almost nice. Nice gentle bounce. See, there's a lot of control, and it forces you to think on the fly.
I was mistaken. There seems to be some control in this game.
Yes, there is definitely some control.
I just wanted to see Petey do his style where he just wails on it and just
Oh,
does it so nicely. Gets them points.
got to get them points. And PPL Bob says, place your bets on Evan tilting. He is
Thanks,
unfazed.
Bob.
He is
I'm
unfazed.
sorry. That was so good.
Priyanka approves. Oh, sometimes those slings can really help you out. Oh,
Wow.
Nice
Chill.
patience. Don't flip. What was I going to say?
It
How do you
sounded
flip? He might
like
have
producer
scissored
Jake
himself.
jumped out of his skin for that.
Just a little bit. There's an extra 5,000 points. He's making his way down the football match. Go into the game. Nice chill. Spinner. Oh,
Can't find it from that upper.
it's kind of daunting looking up the middle at that spinner with, 2 rubbers on each side, and you're just like, yeah.
So it's like a
way
spinner all day game.
For the most part, yes. If you hit that spinner and it gives you maybe 2 advances, that might change how you play the game. It's worth going up the middle because if you can get it up and it goes through the top lanes, then that's advancing towards your touchdowns. So that's definitely worth it.
So keeping it up top and getting those lanes is probably the best way to keep it out of danger.
Yes.
But shooting that spinner is a bit difficult.
I mean,
I would find
how
it.
many shots can you legit count in the game at this point? It's like there's 3, but the ball
Did
can
that
do
not
other
give
things.
it to you? I don't think it did.
I don't think I gave him the second one. Ding. Oh, man, he's being very patient. He's being rewarded for it.
Ooh.
Oh, that was very smart. He knew it wasn't going to have enough to bounce over,
No, I can't find it.
and he's struggling here. No. Give it some love taps. There you go.
That was a nice tap.
That was beautiful.
Happy Gilmore. Tap, tap,
Oh,
tappy,
look
tap,
at
tap.
this. He's up to 48,000 points. This, I'm going to say, usually that
It's
spells
got 41
danger.
football
No,
points.
oh, no.
I could have had that.
All right,
One
so
more ball.
do you want the lowdown on your fifth quarter here, Evan?
That's not a thing.
When is somebody-
You're currently down by 21.
I'm trying to figure out.
1,000
That's how
points.
old this game is. So
28.
did you guys talk about how each flipper has a football position on it?
I can't read.
We can't read
And,
that far.
okay, so the left one, which is the weird one, it says flanker back.
It's
You got to go way
it's a
back in
flanker
football.
back.
That was not a position in any recent
Flanker
time.
back?
What does a
quarterback.
flanker do?
Is it a
He
fullback?
flanks.
Is it a fullback?
He flanks.
I don't know what
All right,
A
well,
fullback
flank.
and a halfback.
Let me see you flank.
is that a horse? A flank?
A flank? That's a type of steak, I think.
Oh,
Ooh,
it
that
is.
sounds really good.
I don't know.
I forgot it's like, oh, it is. Aww. What's your score? Read it out for me.
4-9-9-0-0. And 41 football points.
Ooh, not too
Go
bad.
Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. Alrighty. Next up, we have Jake. No last name given.
Last name given.
All right, Jake. Whenever you step up to pro football, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, where's the plunger?
Yeah, true. This game has no plunger. The flippers will launch the ball, as you can read on the back glass there. And I'm not gonna lie, I reach for the plunger about three balls out of five.
You're
Just,
grabbing at this spot.
Phantom
You know,
plunge.
You just gotta do. If there was a plunger there that every time you touched it, you would tilt.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
I would tilt. I think that would be a most excellent, Papa style fun side project.
So I'm thinking, I want to see where the ball goes on the launch, right? Because some pro footballs will kick pretty far up the playfield, depending on how steep it is, et cetera. You can. I've seen ones launch all the way through those lanes at the top, which is pretty sweet. If
which
you
is
can get
awesome.
that. This one is a little bit shallower than that.
You never know. Go ahead and give it a launch and see what happens. And T.O.
Not so
Pinnett says,
much.
for your information, Chris's score on pro football during the A-Division final was 52,990 points.
Thanks, Joe.
But who's counting? What's important, Joe, is it netted me 0 wins.
But he is our stats guy. He is the guy with the notes, the stats.
Pete's got notes and stats.
Pete does do.
Oh, look at this. He's off to a good start, but danger. Oh, no, that might walk it. Oh, that's a good thing your flanker back was there.
I know.
Oh.
Would your flanker and back not be there?
Yeah, well, that would be.
Yeah, what if
That
would-
pigskin would have been in the drain.
I feel like if you play
This is the most.
right?
This is the most sportsy I've ever gotten.
Oh,
that would be a
Touchdown.
fun.
all right, we'll take it. We'll take it.
That would be a fun handicap. Like your flanker backs out for the season, just remove the flipper, or make it so if you
Take
press
the rubber
if you
off.
press the flipper button, that one just stays down. How's that? Or take the rubber off. Oh, that's a good one. But you might destroy some flipper bats, and we're not up for ruining pinball things here.
We're not ruining anything.
We don't want to ruin anything.
We're encouraging.
Yes.
Play some pinball. Play some pro football. Get some spinner rips.
Be well with each other.
Use those flankers.
Use those flanker backs. So he's already in the middle of ball 3, and he's at 19,000 points. Pinball points, that is.
So when I was playing in PPO, I got to the finals, and I had not yet played this game.
Oh, that was rough.
And Bowen picks it. That was a learning experience.
And T.O. Pinnett in the chat says Chris had 45 football points. So right now, with that score in my Pinburg run, I would still be in the lead. So come on, everybody.
Who cares?
I know you got it in you in your flanker backs.
That was a really nice rip.
That was
Jake.
excellent.
You'd had Yinsgad a bunch of
Rippage.
spins.
Yeah, I think he shot that with his quarterback. Is that correct?
I did.
Halfback.
Halfback's on the side, isn't he?
He just flipped with the halfback.
Oh,
Evan should not have told us.
Oh, no.
Touchdown.
touchdown.
Better there than here. All right. How many balls do I have here?
I like how
I want to play 5.
there are 4 targets that are worth 1 point each. So it's like those are your extra points.
I don't wait. Oh, I see them.
You got 2 up top.
Oh, no, no.
And then 2 on the bottom. Sorry, we kind of busied up
Did
there
that
a
get
little bit.
me?
Was that
Did
it?
that get me past Evan?
Okay, what do you have?
4,
What's your
5,
score?
4, 3, 0.
You are in third place.
And what is your football score?
40 points.
40
All right.
points.
According to this, Bookie had 49,941. All right. Who is next?
Oh, me.
It appears that is now Priyanka's turn. So Priyanka's going to step up. And we've got
I know about football, but
my favorite bookie
All right.
coming.
My
to hang
bookie.
out.
This
My
is
bookie.
my time. My time.
All right, Priyanka.
My bookie. Don't
Do you
bet
want
on
to know
me.
what you need
.com.
here?
No.
You need to flip with that flapjack.
I need a full set of flapjacks.
Flapjack it up.
Okay. It's so weird pressing those buttons.
I know. All right, she has activated the playfield.
She has. Oh,
There's
our,
a really nice.
I might do
Varitarget.
Varitargets all day.
I know we should have done
'cause
like very target night.
Oh, nice saves. Target's very hard to go for. Mainly,
Yeah, but-
it's like if you look at it, if you hit the Varitarget like that, it has a nice, delicate fall back
Yeah.
to the flippers, and you can get some good points out of it. Like Priyanka already has 11,000 points.
Like we did that with Buck Rogers last week, and
Boing.
what's another one? Oh, Super
Boing.
Orbit's a good very target game.
Yes.
Flanker back.
Ah.
I don't know how to hit the spinner because the
Oh, that was a fantastic nudge off that wall.
flippers
Ooh,
feel
that-
so
be
shallow.
careful with that.
Does that make sense?
Yes. It's fun. I mean, I feel like they're not that shallow, but the fact that whenever you flip, they don't go up that high, it kind of gives you the illusion that they don't fully flip and they're shallow, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like that's the first thing that threw me off whenever I first played this game.
It's because the playfield seems so flat. It seems like there's barely any pitch to it. But that's not the case. It's just interesting.
I think that flipper configuration also plays well into dead bouncing a lot.
yes.
Like my ball 4, I was like, wait a minute. You can almost let everything bounce to a chill.
Almost.
Nice.
Nice. She has kept ball 1 in play the longest. And
She's coming for you.
She's almost already halfway there. She already has Tia passed.
Nobody could hear that.
And now she's coming for Petey.
Woo!
Oh,
Nice ball. 31,000 points. Now, how many football points you got there, Priyanka?
21.
21. That's 3 touchdowns and extra points.
I pressed the flipper buttons and forgot it launched the ball.
Always read the back glass.
That's
Ding.
right. That's a touche right there.
That's, yeah. Make sure it's your turn. Read the back glass.
Well, I'm always that person that, like, when I step up to the game, I'll just test the flippers.
Yes, I like the test as well. With that touchdown, she is currently in 3rd place. Bookie has 49,000 points and 41 football points.
Oh, I have 33 football points.
You are.
I know, and you
just
got 3
keep
balls left.
on rolling it.
Okay. I've yet to figure out where the spinner is, but I figured out where all 4 1-point targets are.
Yeah.
If that is a skill in its own way.
It's getting you points. It might get you the win. You got to keep it up.
There it
There.
is.
Whoa, that's a spinner right there. Good no flip because that probably would have went right between them flippers. She's currently in 2nd place.
Another touchdown.
61,000 points. She has 2 balls left to play, and she's only down by 16,000 points and change.
Okay.
Keep it
Press
up.
the flippers and it launches
Test the flippers.
ball.
Look out.
I am still just as surprised.
We figured out what turns on and off the 1,000-point pops.
I'm not sure if it's just switch-based. It might be.
Woo!
Oh, okay. What's your score?
63,420, and I have 48 football points.
All right. Do you want to know the 5th quarter score here?
Yeah.
You need to beat 77,890 points.
What?
And you need to beat 63 football points.
That's too many football points.
Then you just score with that flapjack, and you keep your head down and flip.
My flanker
Your
football
flanker back.
He's got you.
There you go.
Nice. That's good.
I mean, for someone that scored 30,000 points on ball 1,
This should be nothing.
you can do this. She's up to 72.
Oh, that's a great
That's a big
spinner
one
rip.
right there.
Boom.
78,000 points.
She's a field goal.
She's got it beat. She needs 3 more football points,
Oh!
and she does it! She scores the touchdown on the out lane.
Oh
Priyanka
my
wins.
gosh.
What's the final score?
85, 230, and I have 66.
66. She beat Chris's score of 77,890 and 63 football points. She wins by a field goal. Priyanka, who's winning the Super Bowl? You, that's correct.
Me.
We're going to Disney World.
Football questions make my brain.
I gotta keep you on your heels. But very, very well done.
All right. PindaGo is the premier social score tracking app for pinball players. Save your scores. Hey, Priyanka, if I were you, I'd save that score. Follow your friends, compare, and compete. Available for the iOS and Android systems. Check it out online at pindigo.app. So after you win football, what do you do after that?
Well, one thing you can do is tomorrow, or actually tonight, there will be a Beatles tutorial that you'll be able to watch on the Papa channel, the Papa Pinball YouTube channel.
Yeah, so we've switched over to Twitch for our live streaming on Tuesday nights, but the archives of these broadcasts, as well as a lot of the other production material that Papa and Replay produce, which include Bo and Karen's tutorials, are still being posted to YouTube. So check out tonight. What time was that, Kyle?
9:30.
9:30? Okay.
He nodded. We're good.
9:30. So we'll be off the air. Check out YouTube, Papa Pinball TV, Papa TV, 9:30. Beatles tutorial. I heard it's good. I heard Bowen may or may not crush Beatles. So
Yeah, I've seen some really good players play very well on it. I'm trying to learn it and get better at it. Some people that have really good rules knowledge, like Lewis, plays it very well. I watched Alexander play it.
I love the game.
It's fun.
Sea-Witch jacked up.
With-
I mean, they took a very simplistic play field, which is okay,
Oh, yeah.
and added a few features and some great music, great theme, and I think it's great. But
Yeah.
so what I was really getting at, I mean, come on, man. There's watching Beatles tutorials after you win the Super Bowl. But
Yeah.
Then there's partying.
Then
I
you
like
get
to
hang
party.
out.
So, I think we got to do some Party Zone.
Party Zone. It sounds like it's about ready.
I'm hearing some tunes in my head that.
But before we switch it over,
you know,
let's
they give an
let's
indication as
talk
to
a
what's
little
up.
strategy on this Party Zone. What do you think? Have you ever played a Party Zone in a tournament before?
No. However, I've played it a fair amount when we used to have it over at the local place, Kickback here in League, and it was the first time I'd played it after I moved to Pittsburgh. But you pick up from other players a lot.
Yeah.
And there's some throwbacks in that game that I like to Party Animal and some
Party
other stuff
Animal,
we'll hear about. But
Dracula.
Dracula,
I mean,
which is common for Bally's to throw back to other games. But this game's got a lot of shots. But I think in a tournament strategy, you will quickly find out there's a couple ways to really attack this game.
And it's got a special place in my heart because I was able to win the Louisville Open.
That's right.
4 or 5 years ago, and I had to play this to wrap up the victory. And Tia
Hi.
is now going to get us started on Party Zone.
In fact, I think when I got into competitive pinball and first met you guys, that tournament was one of the first ones I pulled up on stream to watch. I don't know why. It had just happened.
Woo!
And I remember
Party time.
you took care of that. So, and the way you took out that game was kind of an interesting strategy.
Yes, it's definitely a strategy we're going to be able to talk about. But something I do want to bring up in
Yep.
in the Twitch chat is Sambuca said, saw the soldering tutorial on YouTube from you guys. Hopefully there is more stuff like this coming. And I believe there are.
Yes. Oh, Papa.
Come on.
Wow.
Oh. Papa
She
prides
backhanded
itself
the ramp.
on training technicians. So come July, when we do the Replay FX in Pinburg, we need a lot of technicians to get the games not only ready for the big tournament, but to keep those games up and running throughout the tournament as well as in the free play area. So one of the most wonderful things we do here is a tech class, which is a weekly course over a couple-month period.
Yep.
And we train people how to be technicians, and that material does end up getting posted online. So,
And that's
Sambuca, that will be posted.
And that's pretty awesome because you can follow the PAPAtv channel for not only pinball play, but like you said, pinball tech.
Yeah, so I think the first course for that kicks off, in a week or two, perhaps. I'll try to dig that info for you. And then those broadcasts are certainly made available shortly after that. So, Petey, welcome to Party Zone.
There's something wrong here.
What's the problem?
This back of Beyond is backwards, and there's like lightning bolts on my flippers. Should those be there?
The answer is yes.
Okay.
And we had
So-
2 quick balls, but he got the skill shot there.
Those flippers have lightning bolts on them.
What's that
which
mean
means,
exactly?
they're an eighth of an inch shorter than regular flippers.
Boy.
Hang on, here's my favorite joke.
Oh, Pete.
And for that, you deserve that drain.
Yeah. All right. We get to talk to the other players coming up here. We've got Tia.
So do you think that quarter of an inch gap there in the middle makes a huge difference on this game or not,
No.
and ruining it for you?
Tia, what do you think?
Nah.
No? Do you see that and think, I need
Oh,
to change my strategy?
It depends on the game, maybe.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
definitely, I definitely agree
Oh
with
my
Oh,
gosh. Perfect
This
demonstration.
is this is a very fast
I don't know what that was.
pitched game.
Okay. So the Lightning Flipper mental game, were you aware of the Black Knight Sword of Rage? We had a kickback, had lightning decals on the flippers, and they were only decals. They were regular flippers, and everybody in the tournament thought they were lightning flippers.
Yeah, but
But it gets in your head.
are
and
these
then
true lightning flippers?
They are. They
How
are.
come it's not called out on the back glass?
You're going to have to ask the tournament director
That's
at
all
this
right.
fine establishment.
But it will be available for you to know that whenever you come and play at Pinburg. There will be a note on the back glass telling
That's
you
so rude.
if the game has been changed. And Priyanka said that was so rude, and that was insanely rude. But
a lot
here-
of those signs
Okay.
fall off traveling back from the convention center to here, but we have ideas for this coming up year to make that better. So look for that
Ooh.
improvement.
So people are in trouble on this game right off the plunge because if you full plunge, it's going into the POP in lanes and
Or-
feeding the pop bumpers.
or you
But
feed the
Petey
pops
found the skill,
by getting the skill shot.
which also said goodbye.
And he also has a 3 million point lead,
He
though.
does, but there's a fifth way to plunge,
What's the
All
fifth
right.
way?
the short
So,
plunge.
I know what happened last time. I was thinking about tech
What
class.
happened?
I was deep in thought.
Yeah?
Yeah, it starts Saturday. Anyone local should absolutely think about coming out for tech class.
And speaking of coming out, big thanks to Hello World 6011 for the follow.
Awesome.
Let me make sure I got those numbers right. We're kind of
611.
6011. Hello World. Thank you for the follow. And Matt the Sprat in the Twitch chat. That sounded really good.
That's an awesome
Says,
name.
you're using lightning flippers on this? Yes.
Yes, because we're evil
This game
and no ball save
is
either.
insanely evil. No ball save. Oh, wow. Eat is lit. If you shoot the rocket ramp, you will earn some points.
All right,
You need to eat, drink, and be merry.
let's do this.
Evan, where's
Nope.
eat? Oh, no!
Not there.
Oh.
But we found that out in practice that the post pass on this game is also totally a pain.
Question from the chat from HT Atomica. Have the dates for Pinburg tickets going on sale been announced yet?
Yes.
Priyanka says yes.
February what?
It's in February at some point.
Petey would know.
Second?
We'll ask Petey whenever Petey steps up. Oh, nice save, Priyanka.
I just wanted a ball on the flipper.
All right,
That's a good
you
flipper.
got up on a flipper, and she shoots the cosmic thing there to
How you doing?
How you doing?
Get that good party animal call out.
That's
But that
worth-
shot there, 3 of those is good, right?
That's good for a multi-ball.
All right.
Oh, and the sling fired it below the
I don't know
flipper.
what happened.
That was too fast. We got B Tessie in the chat saying 2/22/20. So February 22nd is when those Pinburg tickets
Good
are
guess.
coming up. And Hello World 6011, our most recent follower, says had to make a Twitch account since you're not on YouTube. And yes,
So Pete found the door prize skill shot again, which is 1 million increment each time you do it. So he's got 5 million just
it's
off
a
the
laugh
plunge.
attack.
That's misspelled.
It's not misspelled at all. Party animals.
How you doing?
How you doing? All
There
right.
we go.
So he's on a roll here with these back-to-back ramp to the little scoop. Oh, this is exactly what you want to do.
Yep.
Good evening.
Drac.
All right, hands are cold. He needs one more shot to that Cosmic Carnival. And
Oh.
then the lean to the left, but Petey says this is level. Doom dim.
Yep.
Doom.
Got 8 million.
He got 8 million points, which
This
is
is true.
some. It's hard to get points in this game, and 3 of that million,
Came
3
off
of
the
that
plunge.
8 came from the plunge.
5 actually. He did a 2 and then a 3. So 5
It
of
was
his
a
8.
1 and a 2. Did he get the third?
Yep.
I got all 3.
Okay.
He got all 3.
So
So,
then he got
6 and 3.
6.
He got
All right, let's
6
give him all
now.
We'll get
this
this
time.
math right.
All right, let's roll them up. You lads and lasses, try that again.
There's the short plunge,
The
which
short
I
plunge
thought
is
worked.
dangerous.
It worked for me.
Yeah, but it gives him 5,000 points, which means that if he were to drain that ball, it's the end of his ball.
Yeah, but he had the ball and flipper, which is more than we had about half of
Oh, he even gave it a nudge.
Yep.
Dude.
But having that ball and the flipper off the plunge, I'd rather have that than the points.
And we have Sambuca in the Twitch
I
chat
don't
saying,
want to
this just played brutal. I don't think we had more than 30-second ball times yet, and you are correct. This is a mean, quick playing party zone.
That's a funny thing because I had like a pretty okay game
Yes.
to begin with, and then it's like
It's possible, but you have to fight for it.
So, Priyanka, you had a lot of time on this game when it used to be a kickback. What's your kind of go-to strategy here under
I like
normal
to start
circumstances?
going for the drop targets because I really like that 5 million shot.
Okay.
She's talking about these stand-ups on the right,
Mm-hmm.
the way out of control.
Yes.
Yes, if she completes those, it will light that little loop on the bottom right for 5 million points.
How you doing?
How you doing?
And this is a super fun shot
yes,
through this right
that
orbit.
was how I made my way to victory at Louisville, and I have Mr. B. Tessie in the chat to thank because, as you see right there, she scored 1 million points on that one shot. The next time she shoots it, 2 million. The next time, 3. The next time, 4. It just keeps going up.
Does
And
that reset ball to ball?
I
or?
don't believe it does.
So that alone could get pretty lucrative pretty fast.
Yes, and like I said, whenever I talked to Tessier about it, he said it's pretty simple to pass it from the right to the left and just keep plugging that way of that shot.
So it almost seems, even though that rocket ramp on the left seems like a really fun shot, it's really the 2 rightmost shots that probably hold
Oh
the
my
most
gosh.
value and
Oh,
long-term
no.
success in this game.
Nice catch. Where is the ball? Oh, isn't it? Pop.
I'd like to see a song change at some point, too.
You can't get everything you
Oh,
want.
no. We do not want that outlane, but the game gave you nothing but the outlane. Now, she did light the 5 million on the right loop. It is not your turn right now.
I know.
Just making sure, but you do have it ready on your
That's
your
what
second
I was
ball.
double checking. If it
I'm
was
not
ready.
sure if it will stay,
We'll see.
so we'll have to check it out whenever you step up. Sambuca says, do they all play short like this? Never had a chance to play one, but was eyeing one on the market. They will play short if you set them up a specific way, Sambuca. Like we said at the beginning of this this match, the games tend to the games are set up fairly difficult.
Wow.
Oh, that way they go a little faster during Pinburg, and this is currently set up for Pinburg play.
Yeah, so
they
folks who watch our show, I think the game sometimes can appear much harder than your average example, maybe.
They recently put one of these in the mall by me, and I played it for the first time and got 230-some million and then quit because I was bored.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, if it's shallow and controllable, you can just shoot the ramp all day.
Yep. And the ramp is 100,000 plus, I believe.
Yeah, it starts at 100,000 and goes up 100,000 with each shot.
Yes, and that's also how you light the extra ball. Then that lean to the left got Pete, but game is level.
It is. Got to make a move.
You gotta say something. All right, so Priyanka steps up and look at what is lit. Priyanka, what's lit?
Oh, my 5 million
The
shot.
5
So
million
it does
shot
carry.
is lit.
So
see
we're
if
talking
I
about the
can get
red
it.
arrow there on the right orbit.
So technically, how much is that shot worth right now?
6 million.
6 million, because it's
'Cause
a
you
million
get the million plus.
plus the 5 million that's currently lit.
Nice dead
Oh.
bounces. Ooh.
She also has eat. So there is chomp,
Eat.
chomp, eat. And now she can get drink, which is the scoop up to the top right.
Yep, so she wants to go all the way up here, which is a long shot, but it's actually not that difficult to hit from either
It's going to
flipper.
time out.
Eat.
But she gets the 5 million plus 1 million. That's a 6 million point shot. Dude. Oh, she was nudging it. She knew it was going to be a disaster. She
And there's
almost
our
got
football.
it back. And there's our football, the
Football.
end zone
End
bonus. Nice ball, Priyanka. So one thing that she did very well is not a long ball time, but a lot of points.
Right.
She made every shot count.
But yeah, like Petey was saying, if this game average copy on location without the adjustments that are made here with lightning flippers, fast pitch, so on and so forth, it can get a left ramp all day type strategy, which
Oh, yeah.
boring
Nice
as heck,
reaction.
but it's repeatable.
boy.
Tia, you are flipping like curtain. There you go. All right, so now take a breather. Here it comes. Nice shot. Take it away. We have Pride Pinball in the chat saying, go for the 5 mil after multi-ball when 2x playfield is running. And that is definitely a very, very good strategy. Because once you're out of multi-ball, everything's double score.
Not during the multi-ball, after
Not
the
during,
multi-ball.
after.
The ha-ha-ha lights the comic.
And in the chat, Kung's Chu says, anyone have a guess at what the first loopable or repeatable shot was, not including upper flippers? And I don't know. That's probably hard to gauge because I could argue nip it.
Yeah, I was thinking there's got to be electromechanical era stuff that,
Butterfly.
yes, definitely butterfly.
But everyone can think about that if they want. Meanwhile, we're seeing probably one of the longest ball times we've seen so far tonight on this game by Tia.
I love this game dates itself with ozone hole problems, hairspray.
Oh,
Get in there.
She's sneaking in. Oh, let's come back. This is dangerous.
gosh.
That's
Nice dig.
nice.
Crap.
Oh, and then she got a little kiss off the top of the target
No
to
points.
direct it down the center.
So Pete about to play this game as if it's leaning to the left.
He's learned. No skill shots for him. He's only at 180,000 points. Oh, boy. It's leaning to the left. It's leaning to the left, Pete.
I'm plunging horribly that game.
Oh, boy.
Ouch.
I don't want to make you yell like that.
Me?
'Cause, yeah, you're like, it's late.
It's so
Leading
fun.
the left. Okay.
Pop.
Pop.
2x bonus booster.
See, that ball's just immediately
right.
in trouble coming out of the pop bumpers.
It's in trouble after you plunge it. There's no safe way to get it to a flippers unless you get it stuck somewhere and call a tech over. Oh, she's getting some nice in lanes, but she is nudging to keep them out of trouble.
Go up.
Get up there.
No! Oh, boy. Nice cradle. Where's the end zone? Nice.
Oh, nice dig.
Flip.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like anytime I play this, it gets my heart pounding so fast.
Ha!
Nice. Bo
Get up.
it's
That's
in
good.
there.
Okay.
Let's party. Happy hour.
Rock it fuel.
Rock it fuel. Now for this, she can shoot 2 shots to
Yep.
advance her jackpot. And Evan's going to call these out to you.
These guys, right?
The little left orbit or the right scoop. But if you shoot that left ramp, it will score your jackpot. and it will keep going up. And if you're able to hit those 2 shots enough to get your jackpot at max, it will light the big bang. Oh, boy. Unfortunately, there is no multi-ball restart, but once you drain out a multi-ball, it will count down the jackpot on the left ramp. But right now, she's out of multi-ball, and all scores are doubled. 800. That's a 1 million point shot right there.
Yeah, so now's the time to, definitely go for the left ramp.
Oh my god! The flipper button came off. That's why I didn't flip.
So,
It blew off.
Priyanka didn't really drain that ball
off.
to her own fault. The flipper button physically flew out of the game.
She
I don't know where the other piece went.
beating up Party Zone.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened.
So Priyanka, during multi-ball, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to get control so I can hit that rocket shot safely.
Yes. But the way that the game's set up, they're kind of shallow flippers.
It's not my turn. It's not my turn.
It's not her turn.
It's not working. I am so sorry. I love this game so much. I don't know why this happened.
Is it done? Does the button not work?
So there's, I think
I'm
there's like
pressing
a, from that era, I think there's like a C-clip or whatever that holds it in place on the plastic. It must have
I didn't slap it that hard.
come off internally.
I just was pressing it. And
I
it just
think
came out.
I think I moved South Park so much it weakened it, and then it just popped out on you. So I apologize.
I mean,
So we could just do one-handed.
one
One
flippered.
flipper.
What if we?
what are our choices there? We could steal a button off South Park.
All right.
It's just coming
How
out.
about if we take it? Do we want to take? Let them try to fix it. And we'll come to myself and Evan, and we'll see if
just,
we can throw peanuts at the camera, and we'll see if we can talk
Yeah,
about some
talk
fun
to
stuff.
chat for a while and see what's going on.
So hello,
Hey, Kenny.
welcome to Papa
Chris.
TV Live. I'm Chris Stevens, and to my left that you'll see
I'm
is
right.
Well, you're on the
Oh,
left
that's
too.
true.
There.
Yeah, I see. Reverse.
That's how I always do it for some reason. But Evan Bookbinder, aka Bookie, and with that happening, that does
was
bring up a
hilarious.
very good question in the chat from Pansy39 saying, "What would be the call for that at Pinburg?"
Well, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that would be a minor malfunction.
Okay.
Obviously. Well, maybe major. In any case, a technician would come over to the game, and we do have spare parts like that, of course, on hand. This is a fairly easy fix with the right parts and tools.
Yes.
A very quick fix and one that can easily be done with the game on. They would replace the flipper button.
Replace it.
Replace it. Physically replace it. I assume, well, in this case, that's dead. We can't stick it back in. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
In any case, unfortunately, the player likely drained their ball as a result of that. Okay.
I'm hoping we can
Unfortunately-
hear Priyanka. Or you see Jake? I'm not sure if she's muted or not. Can everyone hear Priyanka? If you can, say so in the chat.
So there's two things that would happen. If Priyanka had lost her ball,
Okay.
she would be given a compensation ball,
Okay.
which unfortunately
Oh, you can hear me now?
she would not
Yeah, I was
keep
gonna say-
her progress, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
it would be
Yeah, I
likely
lost
a
all my progress, guys.
Priyanka lost
compensation
all of her
ball on the
progress.
next game, and we'd
We'd have to write down
apologize
my
for
score.
your progress, but that's one case. Now, if you somehow got the ball trapped on the other flipper while that one flipped out, you'd be playing on basically once that repair was done.
Yeah.
They'd remove the ball from the game.
I don't know if
Lift
this,
up the
if this
play
one will
field.
work. We'll give it a shot. All
So-
right, Kyle, it was nice playing with you, but we'll see you around, and we'll see if this one works. If you can hear Priyanka
Can
say,
you hear me?
Yes.
Hi.
well, I mean, we can hear you. Whether or not they can, I'm not sure if it's muted for everyone else. But someone in the chat say if you can hear her. You were muted whenever you were talking over there.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought
it's
I
all
wasn't
good.
muted.
So you wanted to know what happens to the progress in your game because you
What
lost
happened
your
to my
ball.
progress? I was on ball 3.
Yes.
So do I just get a compensation ball?
You would get a compensation ball. They will be unable to mimic the stage of the game, so you will start fresh.
Okay.
You know what that means, though?
I can get my 5 million again.
You can get your 5 million
True.
again, and you can also get your multi-ball locks are already lit at the start of your game. So all you have to do is hit that the Cosmic Shot
Cottage.
Cosmic Cottage. I kept calling it Carnival. The Cosmic
It's
Cottage.
a cottage. It's like
Cosmic
a little.
Carnival's its own pinball machine.
I know, but
A
I
silver
kept calling it,
cottage.
it's like a little purple thing, and it's just, adorable up there. But it's already lit for your locks. You can hit that 3 times. So there are some games where you can almost call it it's kind of beneficial for the player to get a fresh game. For instance, there was a time where I was playing Spider-Man, and on my ball 3 it malfunctioned, which meant I got to play a fresh ball 1 on a new game.
Which
Which-
for like Doc Ock, that's
For
great.
Doc Ock,
2
I was
shots.
only 2 shots, so
Yeah,
it worked
wow.
out in my favor
It
a
depends
lot.
on the game. Sometimes you're really badly penalized.
It was really
but sometimes it's in your favor.
with that malfunction. There was no telling it was going to happen. So I was playing it, and then I pressed the button. The
And it
ball was
pop.
going really fast. Nothing happened, and I let my hand go, and the spring just flew
It
off,
just flew
and the
off.
button flew off. And I've had that happen before, but normally you could just kind of stick it back in and use it. But we stuck it back in, and the flipper just didn't activate at all.
But you know what's awesome? Behind these black curtains is the
There's
tech
parts.
area for Pinburg and Replay. So we have all our parts on hand, just
Oh,
several
boy.
feet away.
It sounds
And
like we have it back
I
up
think
and
we're back
running.
ready to go.
Yay!
All
okay,
right,
I'm gonna run
Priyanka,
away.
so thank you very much. Go out there and keep playing awesome.
And you may see an invoice, Priyanka, from Dan Hall for a flipper button.
Yes.
Those typically run about 50, 75 cents, somewhere in that ballpark. So,
Around
you know.
that, but I believe we are ready to go. And back to the action. We have 1 player in. Do we, there we go. We'll pop it back up to 3.
All right.
Remember that 200,000 point game that I had?
It didn't happen.
Me neither.
Yeah. Does he get to play another ball?
No.
Then it happened. We have video.
There's no proof.
Yeah, unfortunately there is.
The flippers weren't working right.
The game's leaning to the left.
Yeah, that's why he got that one back.
Oh, boy.
The comic thinks you're funny.
He thinks I'm hysterical. At least somebody does.
Ooh.
Oi.
So you're making shots, that's all.
Yeah, this game will punish you for hitting some targets.
It's my kind of game.
I love this game.
I do love this game. I'm a big fan. What can I say?
What year did we say this came out? Because this is one of the first Bally Williams DMDs, right?
I believe, I'm not sure. Maybe. I'm just happy we got the player cam back on. Oh,
That was weird.
that was very weird. It's the button's fault. It's the button. I'll allow it. Hello World says this game needs a center post. It doesn't if you've got regular size
I
flippers.
was going to
on
say
it.
that. So for those tuning in late, we've replaced the regular flippers on this game with lightning style
Oh, the lean to the
flippers,
left got
which,
Tia too.
They're 1/8 of an inch shorter, which doesn't sound like much, but you add a 1/4 inch gap, and that completely changes this game. Let's talk about some games that normally featured lightning flippers. Doctor Who,
Well, actually, Fishtails. But
Fishtails.
Pride Pinball does say something worth noting, and they said in the chat it's supposed to have carrot flippers.
Oh, those are those ribbed,
carrot.
absurdly
Yeah.
long flip. So they're even longer.
Yes, Priyanka and I love carrot flippers.
That's featured on one of my favorite games of
I'm all about
Transporter
carrot
to the
flippers.
Rescue.
Transporter.
Dude!
Dude. Oh, dude. Dude. Okay. Dude.
But what had lightning flippers? Bram Stoker's Dracula, Fishtails, Doctor Who.
Did something change with these flippers? I can't hit a ramp anymore.
I don't know. You got an outlane pretty easily, though.
Yeah, right out lane. It's not leaning to the left.
Yep, Party Zone came out in August '91, so it was definitely one of the first DMDs by Bally.
All right, so the full plunge. Get yourself a pee and pop.
Oh, that.
You know what other phenomenal game came out this month? August
month?
of '91.
Let me take a guess. Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash.
Carrot
No.
flips.
Carrot flips.
Hurricane.
Oh, man. Just hang this on a ramp and call it a day. That's my favorite quote from Doug, by the way. Oh, boy. Nice. Nice flipper action
All right,
there.
so there's a lock.
Straight up in the
effectively.
lock. Good evening. Your hands are cold. So she holds up the right flipper. See,
I
that
love
right
that
there was
shot.
all I was doing. But she currently has her final lock lit to start her multi-ball.
Can I post pass in this game?
You show us. Can you?
Oh, that was perfect.
The answer is yes, and
Boom.
she plugs the shot. Party on.
Okay. So I need control.
What's on his head?
This is awesome. Dude Ray,
Ah, Dude Ray.
maybe.
Dr. Dude.
Rocket fuel.
Rock it fuel. All right. Let's see if we can score some
All
millions.
right, so again, here, and then that left ramp.
Okay, right there. She made a shot and increased it.
I'll tell you, just keeping
Oh,
to. Oh, that
nice
was
slap.
awesome.
And she scored 1 million. Boom. On the rocket. Now she's back down to regular single ball play, out of multi-ball, and everything is now doubled. This is when you want to hit the 5 million shot or that lower right loop for the million plus.
Or if it's set up easy, just left ramp over and over.
That's very true.
Now, do you know if the
Boom.
display is
The big
telling
bouncer
you
gotcha.
the doubled points or the regular points?
Display is telling you regular points. So she has Eat lit, which is the left ramp.
Ooh.
Dangerous says, well played. Wish my nudges worked that well. Good job, Priyanka.
Thank you.
That was a hard-fought ball. Good stuff.
Those slings are, they're tough. Keep them out of there.
Yeah, we tend to set up the slings kind of trigger happy here. Oh, man. Backhand into the lock.
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Nope.
Oh, man. Hello World says, this music is going to give me nightmares.
Have you heard of PinballMIX?
Yes. What is PinballMIX? Maybe after this game, I'll tell you all about it.
Oh, there it goes.
I was going to say there's no ball save on this game.
There is no ball save.
Thank you, paid sign guy, for the follow. And for those who are recent joiners of our show
Woo!
here, our
That was
production
fast.
here with
Very
PAPAtv Pinball, don't forget we are finally now able to accept subscribers, which is a pretty awesome thing.
All right.
For those of you with an Amazon Prime subscription, don't forget that each month you are granted a free Twitch TV sub or subscription, which use it or you lose it. And, you know, we don't care if you use it here, just use it somewhere because
Yes.
Amazon's giving that to you. We certainly appreciate your support with that.
And also, we do have fun channel emotes coming.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen a couple of the prototypes?
We've got some fun stuff, and I can't. Oh, that's the sling that you're
we can't
afraid
give
of.
it away,
But
I think we both agree that it'll be worth your time.
And I'm going to step up, and Pete is going to step in. But I believe we got something to tell the
Play it
fine
again,
people
dude.
watching.
Yeah, something about that music. Oh, yeah. So have you ever thought, what would it be like to have the best music possible in one of my pinball machines? Perhaps Party Zone. So Mark from PinballMIX will upgrade your machine with smooth cuts, tight loops, and balanced levels. He does this with music you get to choose. There are plenty of mods that enhance what you see. PinballMIX can enhance what you hear. So what others are saying about PinballMIX, Ben from Midland, Texas, he does a professional job and loops things to perfection. Kevin from Buffalo Pinball, I've watched his Tron PinballMIX game, phenomenally done. Kevin says, love the mix that Pinball did for me. So do I. It's a great way to breathe some new life into your favorite games. Paul from Pinside, I found this the best bang for buck mod that I could possibly add for the game I love. Again, I personally speak for this as well. Go to pinballmix.com to see videos of Mark's work, or just email him directly at pinballmix@gmail.com for more info. What machine would you like to upgrade, Petey?
Party Zone.
Party Zone.
I'd like to put some regular flippers on it.
Yeah, and a ball save, no less.
Might be nice.
Here, let me show you how brutal this game
Well,
is,
that
if you
just,
haven't already noticed.
That ate you
Oh my
alive.
gosh.
Not the first game. First game I was all right. I hit the skill shots, and
Oh,
but after that flipper button fell off, I ran out to the Pinburg Bank to see if this was the one from the Pinburg Bank or if this was our backup one.
Yeah, we've
And-
got 2.
And it's the other one that's in the Pinburg Bank right now, so we'll have to switch that around. We can't have regular flippers on it.
really? Get up there. Oh, danger.
All right, so like as Chris said, this is the game that he won Louisville with.
Not
Just
this
using
exact
a-
copy.
It may have been because Papa used to take
Oh, that's
some of the
right.
games down for Louisville. They did get some from people down there, so I'm not sure if this was one of ours or one of theirs.
You're
but
absolutely right. I totally forgot that Papa.
actually, I
used to
do
supply
believe
games.
it was this specific game because it had lightning
Oh.
flippers, and that was part of his reason for his strategy.
So Method Own, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. And Botfly65. All right. Really active chat with new followers tonight. We so much
thank you so
appreciate
much.
you joining us. We try to be completely live, interactive chat with you all, so keep those questions and comments coming. Priyanka steps up.
As we showed with the flipper button, this really is live. We have no idea what's going to happen or what Jake's going to say when he gets to play.
Dangerous,
How you
thank you
doing?
for your follow.
I can't help it. I love the party animal.
Yeah, so those of you who've played a lot of pinball will notice some familiar throwbacks in this game. Party Animal was kind of a great solid state game by Bally that brought a lot of interesting features into this game. There's
What-
Dracula.
But there's, 3 in the series, right?
So what?
Party
this,
Animal, Party Zone, and
Dr. Dude?
Dr. Dude, yeah. Macho
Macho.
Pinball, thank you for following.
Touchdown. All right, Tia. I want somebody to hit the center dangerous saucer there and change the song. We haven't seen that yet.
I did it once.
Oh, we got some biddies.
Thank you, Joe Soap.
Do it again.
100 bits. Thanks, man. And those bits, of course, always help us to continue to improve the production and broadcast equipment here at PAPAtv.
Oh, you should have
Live.
had that,
I
T, yeah.
definitely should have had that.
Jello Mandolin, thank you for
Pete?
the follow. Wow, this game is just killing everybody.
And next week we got 3 games that are gonna be full of house balls as well.
That's right.
Spoiler alert. Hang around to see
Spoiler,
what's coming.
I was going to say, don't tell them now. I think this game's all about the ha-ha-ha light comic.
It's just the safest way to bail out of a missed shot.
I agree. It's a faraway shot that just the playfield tends to guide the ball up in there.
Now, in tournament mode, it follows a specific pattern. If you're playing this game on route, you hope one of the awards is instant multi-ball. You hope that's the one you get. So I think the first one's points, then laugh attack. I think the third one might be the multi-ball.
It
So
might
I was going to
be.
ask if it was reduced down to like remedial types of mystery awards, or if you would actually get the multi-ball.
it's in there somewhere. Thank you, PPL Bob, for subscribing.
Yep.
With
even
Twitch
though,
Prime.
Even though Bob torments me relentlessly, I still love the guy, and certainly thanks for the sub.
Right out lane.
He's one of our good people here. All right. Priyanka's had a pretty good run of games tonight, so we'll see if we can blow up some party zone here.
We'll see.
Favorite South Park character? Kenny. Good choice.
Yeah, that guy.
Is there
You
a,
know, that Kenny guy.
I mean, is there really a bad South Park character?
That one bookmobile guy was kind of bad. But all the main characters are all great.
Yeah, I think so.
Just like Party Dude here is pretty cool too.
He's a cool dude. All right, happy hour, multi-ball time. You know, getting multi-ball, not the easiest task. And keeping 2 balls in play, and it just seems to be
That's
a
where the
struggle.
hard part is. Now, also, if you find this game on route, the fuel meter will carry.
All right, there's
So-
1 million.
You could find it where it's almost full and then get the max jackpot and then get ready for the big bang.
So
She's up to 3.
that meter, these red arrows right in front of the ramp. Ooh.
A touchdown and a center drain, but she got a couple jackpots there. Or we got at least 1 million. She's just behind Chris.
All right. Tia's favorite characters were Terrence and Philip. I totally see that.
It's a hard choice.
As crazy Canadians.
There's a lot.
Which do you like better, Terrence or Philip?
Terrence?
Okay.
Wow, that's awesome. Okay.
All right, get ball under control. Nice little
Nice.
tip there.
So what, we want a music change, so...
Yeah.
Yep. Nope. Nope.
Oh,
Well, that did change the music, just not the way we wanted.
nope. I don't think we can end this broadcast till we change this music.
Well, we got...
All right, give me a multi-ball.
It's still early. We got time, plenty of time. What, Chris wants a multi-ball.
Oh, no. Here comes the center drain.
No, it ain't.
See, I found that soft plunge to be pretty favorable.
Get in there. Thank
Ha
you.
ha ha. Nope, he only needs a ha. He only has ha ha.
That's fine.
Now
give me a
triple.
better feed.
The triple ha. So it's like the Myron Cope shot there. All right. Are you going to go for that?
Do it the traditional way.
Hey, dudes.
Dead Flip joining us tonight. Good to see ya.
Hey,
All right.
how's France? Le Flip.
Is Jack Danger still over in Europe?
He might be. Oh, come on. No, I don't want to do that.
Yes, you do.
Get down. Get funky.
All right, here we go. Ball trapped on each flipper. Which way is he going to go?
Jack Danger, the original party dude of pinball.
That's what I've heard. Oh, what a great nudge to save that going out the right out lane.
No, that was the lane that saved that. Chris had nothing to do with it.
Oh, so now you admit.
Come on.
There it is. 3 and 4 million.
4 million.
Another 4.
All right, building up that value. That's 7.
No, that's the dream episode when PAPAtv meets Dead Flip. The crossover episode.
Well, hopefully we'll get to do that in March at the circuit finals.
Big Bang is lit.
Oh, man.
10 million. Light the second ball for the Big Bang. This would be it's a jackpot that continues to build from game to game because it's on tournament mode right now. It starts at 20 million, and see if you can
Yeah.
get it here.
You take that shot, you've pretty much won the game.
Now his other ball will stay up there. He has that one locked away,
Crushed it.
and we have the Big
Boom.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bazinga!
It's an awesome animation.
Incoming. This is where the creepiest thing happens. Oh, wait, no, that's Eat, Drink, and Be Merry. Never mind.
I think that sums it up.
But we still haven't changed the music.
I know. But meanwhile, Chris is up to 63 million. Look at that. Every target scores a 250,000 points. I mean, that's just
And now he's back down
Insane.
to doubles, a
And-
double outlane.
just like that. Ball over.
Oh.
Mic drop,
I'll
football
take it.
drop.
That,
Well done, sir. Well
that's
done.
Impressive.
Wow. Okay. He threw it down.
You just play your game and change the song.
And change the song.
I don't want to.
All right. Then have the comic tell us a good joke.
So do you speak robot, Pete?
Yes.
Okay. So who you rooting for in the Super Bowl?
The Snickers ad.
Are we sure there's going to be one?
Probably.
Probably Doritos. They're usually good for an ad.
Diet Coke.
Stern Pinball?
Don't think it'll be one of those.
No. Jersey Jack?
Nope.
Wouldn't that be
I don't
neat
think
to
we're going to
see
get a pinball ad.
pinball ad? Toyota usually has some pinball related ad.
Yeah, that's
though.
right. There was that ad last year that But who are you rooting for? Oh, you already told us you're rooting for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We lived in Missouri for 15 years before moving to Pittsburgh, so my son grew up a Chiefs fan, and
That's
you know, of course I'm a Patriots fan, but
and
I like the Chiefs too.
we had to
But yeah, we gotta
Chris-
let
like Chris
enter
put
his
his name
initials
in.
first.
will he put in his own initials or will he give a shout out to his dad? Nope. He's going to be the party dude. Oh, I made him change his mind. Scott Stevens, the original party dude. Of Pittsburgh, anyway.
That's right.
And as we said, next week there'll be a chance
House
of a
ball
whole
fest.
bunch of house balls as we play Cleopatra, Genie, and Sinbad.
Oh my gosh.
It's the Tales of the Arabian Nights without Tales of the Arabian Nights.
That is a Gottlieb fest right there.
And
then,
then
yeah.
next week after that, NASCAR and Mario Andretti. There's house ball chances there too. Well, not on Mario. That's a tough one.
NASCAR though.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
goodness.
Ball that up with one that I'm really looking forward to: Roadshow and Cactus Jack.
Oh my gosh. Although,
There
let's
will-
be face it, you and I both love Roadshow.
And I love Cactus Jack. Great music. You don't need PinballMIX for that
it's
one.
polka time.
It
We get
is.
Doug Polka. in
Maybe
here
Doug
for
will be
sure.
on the broadcast.
I have a feeling this may be the last we see of Kyle. His commentary tonight was
Very
just terrible.
weak.
I mean, it was
But he's still smiling.
pretty much
so,
non-existent.
Thank you for coming out and being part of the broadcast tonight. And we want to thank everyone for subscribing this evening and watching. Hopefully you'll join us next Tuesday when we do those house ball games. And thank you to Jake for all his hard work in producing. Thanks for Eben for producing while Jake was blowing up pro football.
Did that happen?
I don't know. I forget.
Thanks for everybody who followed us and the new subscribers, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Go watch the Beatles tutorial.
7:30
9 minutes.
PM.
7
And, yep,
minutes. Have a great
I'm
night.
going to watch it. Good night.